Alrighty, so this lesson is all about blogs, vlogs, podcasts, vodcasts, and online applications. So there are some weird words I use there now, and I apologize in advance if you took offense to any of them, but I am going to try and explain them to you. So the first one we're going to look at is what is a blog, because that sort of underpins everything else we're going to learn from this point onwards. So here is a definition of the word blog. A blog is a discussion or informational website published online consisting of informal diary style text entries. Okay, I'll maybe word that again in a minute. Posts are typically displayed in reverse chronological order so that the most recent post appears first. So guys, basically a blog is an online journal. That's what it is. Well, that's where they started from anyway, okay? Web, log, blog. There you go. And yes, we use them now for websites. People create their own little blogs and they just blog about their life or things that their hobbies, things that they like to do every day. And then, you go every week and there's a new post and you can read it and it's always the newest one at the top. So that's essentially what a blog is all about. A website that someone just likes to write about their own stuff on a regular basis. Okay? So that brings us on to the next thing. Then what is a vlog? Vlog. It's a video and a blog. So basically it's just like a blog, but it's done with video instead of text. So if I created a blog where I just spoke about stuff that I liked every week, I had a little channel and I would broadcast something, once a week, for example, that could be considered a vlog. It's a video blog, a video diary that I put online. Another one you might have heard of is podcast. People often say, well, download the podcast, listen to the podcast, subscribe to the podcast. Podcast is basically, it's an on-demand audio stream, okay? It's a digital audio broadcast online. That's what it is. The beauty of a podcast is that you can subscribe to someone's podcast and you can listen to their episodes whenever you want. It's so nice. And if you've subscribed, you can get notified. Like every time there's a new podcast, you get notified. You can then go and listen to that new podcast. So it's like radio on demand that you can like rewind and play again. It's very cool. What about vodcast? Have you heard of vodcast? Okay, so basically that's video and podcast. So it's like a podcast, but it's just with video instead of text. So vodcast is kind of like a vlog as well. So you see, they're sort of interchangeable. It all kind of means the same thing anyway, doesn't it, guys? As long as you know that these phrases or terms exist. Let's talk about some of the advantages. Some of the advantages of running a blog or a vlog or a podcast or a vodcast, any one of these. What are some of the advantages? Well, if you are young and up-and-coming entrepreneur, you can build a potential subscriber base. People can start subscribing to your channel. That means you can then offer advertising and have sponsorships. Okay, and you have a worldwide audience that you can reach with multimedia. So you can broadcast your ideas, your opinions, your thoughts, the things that you think about or you want to make known to the world online through your podcast, through your vlog, through your vodcast, through your blog. I'm trying to use all the phrases for you guys, okay? However, there are some disadvantages. First of all, it really does help if you have a decent internet connection. You've got to have a fast internet connection. You may require some special equipment. The cameras, the microphones, the lighting, the video editing software. All of that, the more you are doing this like on a professional level, the more money you're going to have to spend to get this kind of equipment to really stand out above the other competition that you might have. And of course, you need to constantly produce material. There's your viewers, your subscribers will begin to expect some sort of consistency, some regularity. So there is that pressure that you need to produce regular material, okay? And of course, you're then open to online criticism. People might say things about you or do things against your channel, for example, or you as a person, which is horrible, but it could happen, and that is a potential disadvantage to running your own podcast or blog online. Okay. Let's have a look at what we're talking about when we talk about cloud-based apps, because remember we're also talking about online applications. Now when we talk about online applications, if you remember in an earlier video we spoke about cloud computing, Okay, or this is part of cloud computing. So we have cloud-based applications. We're going to look at some of them, like Microsoft, for example. I'm sure you recognize these: Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I mean, a lot of these you can access online and work with them in the cloud. All right. Or what if you're a Google person? Okay, you could access what they call Google Workspace or Google for Education, and you've got access to all these different applications, all online, all in the cloud through your web browser. Have a look. I mean, here's an example. We can run popular software online through your web browser instead of on the desktop. So let's look at some of the advantages of that. What does that mean? Well, for one, you don't have to install any software on your computer. That's pretty cool. The software, which is online, is always up to date. You can access the program and your data and your work from anywhere online. It is super easy to share your work and edit online. Super easy, guys. You click share, type in someone's name or email address, voila, it's done. They can access it. Autosave, ultimate favorite feature of all time. Nothing gets lost or deleted because you can always restore. As you're busy working, it's saving all the time. Cloud-based apps advantages. Love it. What about some disadvantages? And you're thinking, what? There are disadvantages? Of course there are disadvantages. How about you need to be online? That's kind of like a no-brainer. You've got to be online to access your data, to access the software, okay? Of course, if your account is hacked, your data could be compromised. If somebody gets your name and password, man, say goodbye to your data. There is no complete guarantee, guys, of your data security. There's no complete guarantee because anything could happen, all right? Some features may require licensing or payment of some kind. So you might have access to 80% of the software features or the facilities that are available. But if you want the next 20% or the other 20%, okay, you might have to pay for that privilege. So that's also a potential disadvantage with cloud-based applications.